two of the Dior eyeshadows. Today I have the, is it Coral Flame? Oh my goodness, I got it right. Coral Flame. I'm also going to show you the new Maximizer. This is the nude one, and I will compare it to the pink, the pearl, and the bronze that I have. I also want to do a quick comparison of Pastel Glow, which is the video I did last time, and the Chanel Delices from last year. Now, I don't have, I've ordered the lipstick cases. I've ordered the lipsticks. I haven't decided about the nail polishes, to be honest with you. The lip glows I'm probably not going to get. So the only thing I'm waiting for are the blushes to pop up, and then I'll get those. And then I will do like a roundup so you can see all of those. But what I would say about Dior in general, and this was a follow-up, let me swatch the Delice versus the Pastel Glow for you. It's not that I dislike Dior. I'll do like comparisons so we can see it next to each other. I love Dior. And to be honest, when my channel started 3 years ago, or however many, 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago, going on my 4th year, I, in some ways, was known for Dior because I bought, like, I don't know, not every Dior quint, but most of the Dior quints that came up, because that is exactly when Dior introduced their new formula, the one that had the aloe and the pine oil in it. And I absolutely love that formula, and in fact loved it so much that I ran out and bought like all of them very quickly. So that, I'm not gonna say my channel was completely known for it, but there was a lot of Dior videos, and I did a Dior video, and if I can remember to link it, I will. I did a Dior video where I did every single quint that I had owned at that point, and it was, I don't even know how many I owned at that point, but it was quite a few, and did a comparison about what my favorite was. My favorites, there was a number of, like I said, I ranked them all, but I think I ended up finding favorites that I wouldn't necessarily have said were favorites by going back through my videos and deciding on which ones I liked the most. So I don't want to get up here and say that I don't like these. I really don't. I don't want to, I don't go into them thinking, oh, I'm going to say something bad about Dior. There are a lot of Dior products that I really like. These new Glow Maximizers, I haven't tried the nude yet, but I really like the product. I think it's great. The Maximizers for the lips, I think, are excellent. Really love those. So yeah, I'm very fond of a lot of the Dior products. It's just the eyeshadows are upsetting to me because I was so excited by the new formula and how they felt on the eye. I was so impressed with that. For them to turn around 3 years later and just come up with a formula that, in my opinion, is not as good, I don't know, it just makes me sad. So yeah, I am likely to be harsher on them because I'm comparing it to something that I loved to something that I think is okay. Okay, so here at the top is the Chanel Delice, and here is the Dior, no, I'm sorry, here at the top, I apologize, here at the top is the Dior Coral Glow, and here at the bottom is the Chanel Delice. Now, I think you can see, and I'll let the camera like zoom in, I'll try to get my face out of the way, that the Chanel is more pigmented. The Chanel also has more of a deeper purple, whereas the Dior is more lilac. The Dior has fewer shades, of course. The peach that's in here is more peachy, more pink. This has more of an orange in the Dior. These shades, they are similar. The one in the Dior has a little bit more purple to it. But I think the big thing, to be honest, is this color. In the Dior, on camera, it almost shows up like a green, like a minty green. But honestly, when you swatch it, it's more silver. It does have a green undertone, but it's more silver. The yellow in the Chanel is a beautiful yellow, which I didn't really think I would be concerned with because it's yellow, but on the eye it really looks beautiful. I love the Delice, and I think the formula is better than the Dior. Do I think the Dior formula is bad? No, I don't. I said it in my video when I put it on my eye. I think it's a pretty look. I think it looks nice. If you love those colors and you didn't get Delice, yeah, I think it's a good choice. But the prices went up, so now is it $80? So the prices went up, and I don't like the formula as much as I did. I just have to be honest. I'm not going to say I like it just to say I like it. I won't do that. Anyway, so today we're going to try the Coral Flame. Let's see how that one works. And let's talk about the Nude Maximizer. All right, I'm going to pull my hair back. And we have a lot of grays right now, but hopefully we'll be taking care of that soon. All right, so what I have on my face, just to let you know, I don't have any bronzer on my face. So I do look a little paler, but I do have some blush on, and I do have on some lipstick and a different type of foundation, which I will be talking about in my Sephora haul video, which should be coming up soon. Okay, so let's take a look at this new nude shade. So if you haven't seen these products, these are the Forever Glow Maximizers. They are called a Spectacular Highlighter Long Wear 24-Hour Hydration Multi-Usage. So basically you can use this all over your face as like a highlighting product, a glow product. You can use this as a highlighter. You could use it on your eyes. You could use it on your lips. Yeah, it's anywhere you want. I really like these. I've been going back and forth whether or not I should pick up the peach. I don't know. The shades that I really want were the pink and the pearly, which I have, so I haven't decided. All right, so that's the new one. That's nude. You can see the reflection. Then this is pink. There's a rose one too. I don't know if the rose would be too much for me. There's rose. Pearly. I probably used pearly more than any, I think. It's close though between the pearly and the white, pearly and the pink, but probably the pearly. And then the bronze. Now the bronze is actually pretty deep on me. I can use like a very little amount. It works extremely well. It's a little deep. But you can see that next to the nude. The nude almost looks like a rose gold to me. But things go a lot cooler on me. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. So it could be that it's just going cool on me. That's possible. But to me, it looks like it has a rosy shade to it. Okay, that's all of them blended out. So here's the nude, pink, pearly, bronze. Let's try the nude on the face. Yeah, I like it. I like these products very much. I'm just trying to decide if before the Sephora sale's over, whether I should buy more of them. You guys let me know. I'm on my low buy, so no. I want them. So I don't think they're limited edition though. I think the nude is because it's part of the spring collection. I don't think the other shades are, so I felt like really wasn't, you know, since I'm on my low buy, I shouldn't be being good, trying to be anyway. That's a beautiful shade. Yeah, I think that would definitely work on all over your skin if you made it, like thinned it out. If you wanted something very glowy, it's like a beige, but to me it does go a little bit cool. I really like it. I think it's a great addition because the other shades are gold, rosy, and peach. The gold is too yellow. The rose is like a deeper than the pink. It's, you know, rose, like a little bit, not red, but rosy. And then the peach is peach. So I think the nude is a great combination between those, between gold and a peach. It's really nice. I think that's worth getting, especially at 20% off. Okay, so this is Coral Flame. I'll put up pictures again. And when I say again, I guess watch this the last time when I did the Pastel Glow. It's about as pigmented. There's a yellow in here that reminds me of the yellow in Delices, but the rest of the shades are very warm leaning. The brown shade is definitely the most matte of all of them. This peachy shade in the middle, like this coral shade in the middle, and the shade are more satiny. I'm sorry, these two shades are more satiny. This shade is more of a topper, and the yellow definitely looks more like the Delice shade. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different today. See how well it works out. But I'm gonna try a different combination of things. Let's start with this peach shade in the middle. It's like a coral shade. It's a coral peachy shade. And I will use like a big fluffy brush to do that. Brushes do make a difference. This is a Wayne Goss 03. This is his earlier brush collection. These aren't the new ones. This is Squirrel, so it's a little softer, not goat. And if you ever come across, if you do have an eyeshadow or blush or any other product, powder product, that you feel you're not picking enough pigment, it could be, by the way, that your brush is too soft. You know, do take that into account. When I was talking about these not being maybe as pigmented, they are pigmented. They're just not like the eyeshadows of old from Dior, but I can use a soft brush like this one and it picks up just fine. As I said, they're not bitter peach. I'm not getting into that category. Okay, now I'm gonna take the matte, the deep brown shade. For those of you who haven't seen it, the video is old. I've kept all my old videos up, even though some of them are bad. Terrible, actually, when I started, but they're there. And yeah, I could not, I still think there's something wrong with that palette because I could not get anything out of that palette. It was the weirdest thing. I was just like, how is it possible that there's no pigment? It was just so strange. So I'm still of the opinion that it was broken in some way. So what I'm doing is just putting like the deepest shade here on the outer part of the eye. I am not putting it all into the crease, just outer V. That's it. So that'll keep the eye very light and all the focus will go to the outside of the eye. And yes, I will clean up the outside of my eye when I'm done. All right, we're gonna let's take this shade. So this shade, you'll see when I put this on the eye, it's like a sparkle. There's not much to it. I'm putting it down first because what I want to do is put the yellow over it. It's pretty. It's just that I think it's really meant for as a topper, which again is fine. I'm trying to do something a little bit different, a little bit creative, but I think if you put it over, it'll look better. We'll do that at the end so you can see if it actually does what I think it's gonna do. And then we're gonna take this shade, this like lighter peachy shade, put it up here, like a rainbow a little bit. Didn't put a lot of it, just a little bit of it. All right, now I'm gonna take the yellow shade. Yeah, it's like the Delice and the Chanel, very much like it, which is a good thing. It's not as shimmery. I'll swatch the two. It's not as shimmery, but it's a good yellow. Now, I don't particularly look good in yellow. It's not like a color that I wear well because I'm pale and I'm cool eating, but people with deeper skin tones are gonna look fantastic with this. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the shade here. This is the one that I put underneath it. And again, just on my finger. You see how it just tampered it? Now it looks a little bit more golden instead of yellow. So if you want it to look more yellow, I would say just keep it as it is. If you want more of a golden tone, go with like that top shade over it. Now I'm going to take the deep brown again, just out here, and then I'll line my eyes with it. I'm also going to take that yellow, pop it into the inner corner. It's very, like I said, it's very much like the Chanel. And I'll swatch so you can see it, but okay. I'll put some mascara on, but I want you to see the look. I do this one better than the Pastel Glow. I think the Pastel Glow will be more popular because of the lavender shade that's in it and because of the middle shade looking like a minty silvery green. I think if we wet it, which I will try, I think you'll get maybe more mint out of it than just the whitish silver, but using it by itself, I don't think you really get that. All right, let's try the Delice in Chanel next to this yellow. Let's just get a idea. The Chanel is more luminescent, but I think they're close. Can you tell which one's the Chanel and which one is the Dior? This is Chanel. This is Dior. Okay, let me put on some mascara. I'm also going to use a little bit of liner. I'll use like a deep brown liner because I think that would probably work best with this, but I won't do anything like super deep because again, I kept the lightness on the inside so that you can see the look without too much extra. And then mascara. And we're back. So what would I say? I like this one. I think this one is nicer on me than the Pastel Glow. But I still would say, I don't think the colors are like absolutely revolutionary. I think it's very pretty. I think it looks nice on my eye, but we've seen this color story before. The formula is similar to the Pastel Glow. This one does seem a little smoother to me than the Pastel Glow, but maybe that's just because I've played with them both now and I've played with the Coral Flame more, so it's like softer now. Again, it's not the formula of old. I don't think it's bad. I think it's good. But for $80, which is what I think the new price is, I'm still comparing it to the ones of old and I don't think it's as good. But that again is a personal decision. If you love the new formula, you decide which color story you like. The Pastel Glow versus the Delice, I like the Delice more. The yellows that are now in this Coral Flame and in the Delice are very similar. I still like the Chanel one more. This is worth getting. This is the Forever Glow Maximizer in Nude. I think this is limited edition, this shade, because it's part of the summer collection. I showed it to you compared to the pearly and the pink and the bronze. I like the formula. I really like the way it looks. The multi-use nature of that product. I'm not usually somebody who likes multi-use, but those actually work for different things. You can use it as just a highlighter like I did today, or more broadly on your face. The nude will work for people who have light to medium skin. For deeper skin, I think it's gonna look more like a highlighter. On me, if I use it all over my skin, I think it would make me look a little warmer, a little, not bronzy, but like a little bronzier than I am. But I really love the color, I love the formula. Very impressed with that product. So as soon as I have the blushes and the lipsticks and the cases, I don't think I'm gonna get the lip glow or the lip tint unless you tell me that you absolutely must see them. I probably won't get them. So let me know if you absolutely must see them. But again, overall, so far, I think the products are good. The Maximizer is great. I have to be nitpicky because I'm reviewing tremendous amounts of makeup. And unless it's just extremely good for $80, I have to put it at that level. If this was $30, I'd have a different discussion. It's if you go to McDonald's and you get a hamburger versus you go to a steakhouse and you get a hamburger. Yes, there is a different level of expectation because one is $5 and the other is $50. Presentation matters, packaging matters, all those things. Dior, the way they did these color stories, I think they're really cute. I think they're really pretty. They look very springy, very summery. But again, they've changed the formula from my absolute favorite of all time to it's nice. So that's where I land. More Dior coming up as soon as I get the rest of the collection. I'd love to hear if you're picking up the collection and what pieces you're considering. And what are your thoughts about Dior? And I've heard from some of you already, so I know that I'm not the only one who feels this way. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.